Hey, Magic friends, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here. I'm Captain Clyde's MTG. We're back for the box opening video of one case of Brothers War Draft. So, remember this is being filmed during the last weekend. It's going to be very interesting to see how this product moves going forward as far as value. I noticed some cards are going up, others, well, there's not a whole lot down to go, so I really see this product just getting better. Now that could all very well change depending on what comes out of Wizard's mouth, because they don't know how to apparently shut it up and not, poke fun and call their people who buy their product dumb in one way or another. But we will see how it goes. So don't forget, guys, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please sub up. Appreciate anything you can do for the channel. So we'll start off with something kind of easy right here. So every pack has one of these in it. So there's quite a few. As you can see, as you just saw the bauble again. These are all the uncommons. So there's obviously quite a few, with there being, you can see there's some interesting ones. They're white. Anyway. So these are all the uncommon ones. The baubles and uncommon, causing the baubles price to really plummet. Since it's so readily available again. I remember when this card used to be god-awful expensive, but there you have it, right? So there's that. So on average, though, most of these uncommons, other than the bauble's about $2, are not really worth value to mention. So I didn't include them in the price. If you think they're worth something, which they probably will be at some point, at some kind, they're probably worth a little bit, but take that with a grain of salt. These prices are not included, except for the bauble, which is more than $2. Because remember, everything here has to be more than $2 for me to put it on the list. Otherwise, if it's a rare, or a mythic, I put it as $1. That includes the foil rare mythics, and just price it that way. So it's got to be $2 or more to make the list as an actual dollar amount. Otherwise, it just goes for $1. So, for example, here you can see we have, tons of rares. Some of them worth a little bit of money, some of them not. Some worth more than $2, some not. So just remember that. Even this is not worth more than $2. Even, I think this one might be maybe $2. Like this stone was the stone brain, not brain stone. Anyway, it's a different card. Is only $2 at the moment, but. With that said, anything in here, basically, unless it was more than $2, is $1 a piece. So you have that. So then we go back here to these. So again, I only included these if they were worth more than $2. So technically, and the reason I did that was it could skew the price, because this is not a dollar card. Never will be. Not going to happen. I'll never be able to sell this for $1 probably. Just my thoughts. But things like, Defense Grid or, Thorn of Amethyst. Some of these are worth more than $2, so I did put those in there. Unwinding Clock, for example. Quicksilver Amulet. So again, these are not included unless they're more than $2. So keep that in mind as well. Because, for example, you can see this could actually take the price kind of high on how many rares I got that were not actually worth more than $2. So take that with a grain of salt. Now, also, keep in mind, you get one of these in every box, which is the old frame bordered Shooting Star Rainbow Foil. These I did include if they were more than $2. Like these rares here are worth a couple bucks. The mythics, again, also only if they are worth more than a couple dollars. There's a Caged Sun. That's always sexy. Now, for these, again, I did not include them if they were not at least $2, because it could skew the price a little bit. So I'm going to give you an actual price value negated of these unless there's actually card value from that slot. So keep that in mind when we go through the numbers. So then, of course, we have the mythics. We had some good ones. This one here is real good. Mishra's good. Worm's actually not doing too bad. all these mythics are pretty well, Gix, Yawgmoth, all pretty valuable. I don't think there's a mythic that's not worth more than $2 at the moment. That could very well change over the course of by the time this goes live, and also by the time the whole series is ended. So again, these box values are from the last weekend. Now, with that said, almost all of these are worth more than $2. Now, with that said, normally mythics can be less than $2. Almost none of these mythics are less than $2. And the ones that are less than $2, I think they're going to go up because they show promise to have the ability to be worth more. But in general, like, I'm pretty stoked on how powerful these mythics are, and the fact that they're going to start getting used and become playable and worth money. So, then we had some very sexy foil pulls. We had the Simeon's, not all that great. The Tyrant. So this card is only a rare. It's not going for very much, like less than $1. But a 4/5 Shivan Dragon that does 4 damage to any target when it comes into play, including players. I think in Standard this is going to be good, and this is not getting enough credit. So, gotta be Worm. It's always nice. Portal Phyrexia is going rather well. There's been a lot of talk around this, but it's not worth a whole lot. But again, I think it's going to be one of those, once people realize how good it is, this is going to really skyrocket. Urza's Command. And one, out of the whole box, one foil spiffy land. So, it is what it is. So, with that said, that kind of gives you a brief overview of what we got from the draft box. I can't wait to see what the set box gives me, because I'm really excited about the prices I have to show you guys. So, to give you the overall view, if you look right here, the average box price for draft was $113. Now, mind you, that's not including these, or these that were not worth more than $1 or $2. So there could be extra value there. It also doesn't include tokens or anything like that. So I think these draft boxes, at least at the moment, have value, which gives me great hope for the set boxes. And as we go through here and we look, you can see out of the 6 boxes, the first box was worth 118, 100 on the second, 119 on the third, 119 on the fourth, 115 on the fifth, and 104 on the last. All those are great prices. Like, the $100 box is the worst box of all, and that's not far off from how much the box would cost retail. So, really cool. Now, with that said, though, if you're buying these to sell in crack boxes, 113 is probably not enough, because, 20% shipping and fees, selling on eBay, TCG Player, pick your poison, means about $22 is going to come off of this, which means you would need to buy a box for roughly $91. So keep that in mind. But if you look at the price values, they're pretty good. Mythics are here in the right column, $41 worth, $47 worth of rares, $30 worth of the artifacts. The next one was $23, $33 for rares, $43 for mythics, $70 for mythics, and this one is a good box. Only $27 for rares, though, and $22 for the artifacts. That's because this has the record box of 13 mythics, wasn't a whole lot of rares left. $66 for mythics here, $35 for rares, only $18 for artifacts, $22 for artifacts, $40, $53, $41, $39, and then $24 finally. So, all in all, a very impressive showing for a draft box, if I do say so myself. You guys may have a different opinion of what you think about this. I enjoyed it. It did give me that nostalgic feel for opening old packs like we did back in the day and during like the Ice Age, and talked about Mythra and Gerard and Urza and all that stuff. It really brought me back, and this helped too with that old school nostalgia. Especially when you pull one of these things, and it's a mythic, it just gives you goosebumps. And yeah, it's not worth a whole lot probably, although I think this probably is. The point is just pulling one of these, because there's uncommons in there too, right? You'll get uncommons that are like this. It could be a letdown, but it's still so pretty to see shooting star foils in the old frame, just like in the old days, and it's just great. Loved it. So, with that said, guys, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Comments down below is going to feed the YouTube algorithm. We're moving on to set booster box videos. I hope is going to be fun. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, now's your time. Try and get to 1,000 peeps. And if you already subscribed, thank you very much. And if you want to do more, there's links in the description to my eBay store where all these cards will be on sale. Brain fart. Patreon page, email, and don't forget, I will be posting or have posted my Black Friday sale discounts. So make sure you go in there and take a look. They're going to start early this week, way before this video gets live. So get on it. Oh, until next time, be kind, and hope to see you across the game table. Bye-bye.